Hello beautiful people and welcome to the channel, A Life After Narc. My name's Debbie and I talk about all things to do with narcissistic, abusive and toxic relationships, as well as looking at healing from them. And today's video, the Narcissistic Controller. Now I'm sure some of you, perhaps most of you, have come across the Narcissistic Controller. And they can be overtly controlling or coercively controlling. But they will control you in some way, shape or form. So I'd love to know your experiences. Pop comments in the comments section below. Before I get into the video, if you enjoy it, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. In order for me to start receiving monies from the videos, I need to have at least 1,000 subscribers. I'm on 193 at the moment, so a few more would really help. So I was watching a series, I think it's on Netflix, called Angela Black. And if you are watching it, maybe turn off, finish watching it, and then come back to this video and you can compare and see what you think. And I did actually binge watch this series because it was something that really spoke to me. The male was a narcissist, very controlling, very abusive. He was physically abusive as well as mentally and emotionally abusive. One area of control which seemed really coercive to me was when the main character, Angela, was making herself a slice of toast. Now, I really relate to this because I'm a toast and tea girl for breakfast in the morning. So she was putting butter on a slice of toast. But what she had done was taken a teaspoon and a teaspoon of butter and used the butter from the teaspoon to smear on the toast. Now, that's something that a certain weight loss group taught me to do. And it's something that I did for quite a long time. And she was doing this because it was part of the control system that he had put in place. In fact, in one scene, he comes up to her and says, "This is how you do it." And he shows her how to use the teaspoon of butter on her toast. And she knew that this is what she had to do to appease him, to keep him happy. Now, it's a controlling behavior. My next was controlling in a similar way. Every meal that I dished up had to be dished up in a specific way on the plate. It didn't matter what order it came from the pan to the plate, but on the plate it had to be dished up in a specific way. So the potatoes or carbohydrates went here, the meat went there, the vegetables went here. And if you didn't dish it up like that, the lip would drop, the face would drop, the mardiness would kick in. In fact, he used to stand and hover over my shoulder while I was doing this to make sure that I did it right for him. Me, I don't care. If it's on the plate, it's on the plate. You know, I'm not going to stand there over my mother's shoulder or over my ex-husband's shoulder and say, "Oh, I want my food here, here and here." It's on the plate, you know. And I do remember times when we'd gone into fancy restaurants and the food had been delivered, say, on the mashed potato underneath and the meat on top, and he'd just sit and stare at it and think, well, now what am I supposed to do? Because it's not in any order that I can eat it. That is controlling behavior. Why should you have to do what the narcissist wants you to do? You shouldn't. You should be able to, you're an adult, you can dish up food on a plate. These behaviors become ingrained in our life. And as I watched through this program, through this Angela Black and this character, as she, in the end, she was on her own and she was still using the teaspoon to measure out her butter. And then in the next scene, she wasn't using the teaspoon anymore. She was defying those controlling behaviors that he had put in place for her to follow. I defied the controlling behaviors that he had put in place for me to follow. So after he left, I ate what I want, when I want, dished up in a way that I wanted to dish up, placing the food wherever, even if it was all on top of each other. My ex also had a way of opening packets of food. Let's say, for example, a box of Bakewell tarts. So you've got the box faces you, and the name of the product is here, and you open from this side. You open from this side. Now there's 6 tarts in this box. You open it, you take the one at the top, and then the one at the bottom, then the one at the top in the middle, the one at the bottom on the top at the end, and then the bottom. Now I open it at the other end, I open it back to front, I take the middle one out first because I am defying the level of control that this person wanted me to have, wanted me to follow. They wanted me to follow their control methods, just as any narcissist wants you to follow their control methods. It's their way of keeping you safe in this little box, nice and tidy, so that their needs are met, so that they feel, stop it, better for that control. So, if you have noticed your partner doing things like this, perhaps telling you, no, don't open it this way. In fact, my next went even further. When we would go shopping together, I would just pick an item off of the shelf. Let's say I'm buying a loaf of bread. I want the softest, freshest loaf of bread. Feel, put in the basket. He would put that back and take the one on the left, even if it was older and out of date. That would be the one that he would want to buy. That is the level of control he needed to have in his life. And that needed to be passed over to me. So when I went shopping on my own, I shopped from the right or from the middle or from wherever I wanted to because I could. Sorry, my cat is being incredibly needy at the moment. It seems like these are minor things, doesn't it? These controlling things. It seems like they're minor. But are they really? Because these little tiny minor control mechanisms become great big control mechanisms in the end. Why are you wearing that dress? We're going here. I want you to look decent. You know, these are the sort of things that you may be experiencing from your narcissistic partner. No, you don't drive the car that way. You drive it this way. No, you can't do this. You must do that. No, the settee needs to be over there, not here. All of these things are put in place to control you because the narcissist wants to make sure they control every aspect of their life, and you are an aspect of their life. So I would love to know what your narcissistic ex or partner or friend did in your life to form some sort of control over you. Share it in the comments section below. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel and share with your friends, and I hope to see you next time. Blessed be.